YouTube, what is up? It's your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com, and in today's Madden 23 video, I'm going to break down the best run scheme in the game that nobody uses. So this is going to be a two-play run combo that is absolutely unstoppable, and it's going to kill all the defenses you see online. So if you're tired of playing against these guys that spam spinner, DB fire, dollar, nickel 3-3 cub, Mike blitz 0, all that stuff, watch this video because I guarantee you this offense will kill those defenses on the ground. So the formation I'm going to look at in this video is the gun split close. You can find this in a few different playbooks. For this example, I picked the 49ers offensive playbook. Now when running this formation, you're actually going to have runs to both the fullback and the halfback. That's what actually makes this so hard to stop, and you'll see in this video why. But because of that, I'd recommend having two running backs in the game. I have McCaffrey and Mitchell on the 49ers here. That's basically going to give me the ability to have a good run threat to both sides of the field. Now, in your audibles, I would put the HP Power O and then also the fullback inside. Now, I want you guys to notice the play art on both of these runs, the HP Power O and the fullback inside. So, both of them have, you guys can see the receivers, the three receivers essentially running off the corners, right? So, you guys can see that they have those vertical lines going about 10 yards downfield. On both of these runs, the Power O and fullback inside. Essentially what that means is that the defense, the backs, if they're in man coverage, will run down the field and not even play the run until about 10 yards downfield. So let's get into these runs, look at how they work, and we'll start going up against dollar, which is the DB Fire 2 defense a lot of people use. So this fullback inside is going to be the first run I look at. I'm going to break down how this run works, and then we're going to get into using the HP Power O. So make sure you stay tuned throughout this entire video so you guys can see how these runs work against different defenses and when to use each run. Guys, thank you for all the support lately. If you're really rocking me, smash that like button. If we get to 250 likes on this video, I will post a full scheme from this formation, including pass plays on my YouTube channel. So if you like this content, make sure you support it by subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and commenting as well. So let's just start off with the fullback inside. This is the play art. So there's a few things that make this run so good. The first thing is that the running back is actually a lead blocker for the fullback on this play. This is important because a lot of times, someone will run a formation like this and try to use their sub linebacker and shoot the gap, right? And, to do that, it's pretty easy to do against a lot of runs. But because the running back is going to lead block for the fullback, even if someone tries to shoot in the gap, kind of like right in here, they're not going to be able to get in, because the running back, even if someone does try to get in the gap, will be there to pick him up and allow you to still get those 3 to 4 minimum yards. A lot of times this run will pick up big plays, not just your 3 to 4 yards, but as you guys can see here, it's potential for 10 plus yards. So it makes it hard to gap shoot. It makes it really hard to have a negative run on this play. With this play, you can pretty much guarantee yourself damn near 3, 4, 5 yards every rip, every time you run it, with the ability to break it for big 10 plus yard runs. So you guys can see here, look, the guards are going to get up a lot of times to the second level, the play side guard. You'll get a double team a lot of times with the center on the D tackle. So if you have like a nasty streak of linemen or fast guards, that's really good. But as you guys can see here, the running back is key on this play. He's what kind of allows you to get the bigger runs, because if you can get, him on that safety, that could be a touchdown. But more importantly, I would say he will not allow users to shoot into the backfield and blow up this run. Now, this run is just really good and hard to shoot because, again, even if someone shifts their line and tries to get somebody to come into the backfield that way, that running back is going to pick that guy up. As you guys can see there, he's able to pick up that linebacker that was coming free, and that allowed me to, again, get those 4 to 5 yards, whereas if this was just a regular run with no lead blocker out of shotgun, I probably would have got hit in the backfield here, because you can see there's definitely a hole for those linebackers to come through. The running back 23 is able to pick him up, and because of that, I'm able to fall forward here. First of all, I get through the hole, but then I'm able to fall forward and get like 5 yards, right? So that's going to turn a negative run into 4 to 5 yards, which makes this so good. You guys can look at how this works against a few different defenses. That was just against dollar. If I look at the 3-3 cub, Mike blitz 0, kind of going to notice the same thing. Again, this is generally a pretty good run D, right? But, again, because of the lead blocker by the running back, you're able to get a lot more yards, right? There, again, had penetration into the backfield, but because of the lead blocker, was, again, able to avoid it. You guys can see here, he slows down that penetrator, and then that allows, both him and that O-lineman to get to the next level. Again, I probably get 7 to 8 yards there. Looking to become a better Madden player and win more games? Check out sportsgamers.com. I built sportsgamers.com from the ground up to give you the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks, all at the best price, bar none. We have a VIP membership that gives you access to the entire site, every ebook and every tip we release all year long for only $24.99. Click the link in the description. I've also pinned it in the comments, and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. This run works good against man and zone defenses too. It doesn't need to be a man-to-man blitz. It doesn't need to be a zone blitz. It could be cover 2, cover 3, cover 4 man. It doesn't matter. This run reminds me a lot of the little fullback run from the Saints playbook out of the split formation a lot of people like, where you're really never going to get a negative play on this run. It's going to be positive yards after positive yards. But when you start to bring into the mix the Power O, that's where things get crazy. So the Power O is the perfect complement to this play, and I'm going to explain why. First of all, the fullback inside is a straight zone type run, right? And it's going to go it's going to attack the left. It's going to attack the one receiver side. However, the Power O, you guys just see here, the fullback inside, clearly, that's zone blocking scheme. We're attacking, we're going from the right to the left. The Power O, on the other hand, now we're attacking from left to right. And you get a pulling guard on this play, and you still do get a lead blocker, this time with the fullback. Why this is so important is two different reasons. First of all, if someone is trying to defend like an inside zone, a zone type run scheme, right? It's completely opposite from trying to defend a power run scheme where you get pulling guards. So just exactly the fronts, the shifts, the stunts that people would want to do, that's going to be completely different. The other thing is just simply knowing who to use her. Which sub linebacker, which side of the screen do I want to use her? Again, completely different. Because most people want to use her the weak side. So like if I thought you were running right, I would use her to left, right? Because then that's going to give me an extra defender in run defense. If I thought you were running to the left, I'd use her on the right, again, to give myself an extra defender in run defense. But more than that, I like to shoot runs backside. So like if your run is going to the left, I want to be on the right so I can shoot the backside of it, right? But now I never know which side to use her, which side will be the backside to shoot, how to give myself extra defender and run support, because now I have two runs, and one is going to attack the left, one's going to attack the right. The other thing I really like about the Power O is it gives you a little bit more of ability to cut back. Now, I'm not always going to cut back by running it. Sometimes I'll just continue to follow my lead blockers. But if I notice the defense over pursuing, I really like cutting back on powers a little bit more than I do that fullback inside. Like right here, if I notice that this linebacker, this guy right here, was flowing aggressively to the right, I could easily cut this back left and kind of like cut up in here for a big gain. But again, you guys, you can see I'm able to follow. I have essentially two lead blockers here, my fullback and then also the pulling guard. Now, as far as abilities go, you don't need any. Obviously, just if you did have fast O-linemen with like the nasty streak ability, good blocking guys in general with speed, that will help open up these holes a little bit more. Now, just in general, you don't need any specific abilities, but like I said, fast O-linemen that can block and nasty streak ability will help take this to the next level. So this run scheme really puts the defense in a problematic position, because if I keep running the fullback inside, you're probably thinking to yourself, hey, I should just shift my defensive line to the left, try to use the guy on the right to attack the left. So obviously if I see something like this, maybe I even bring this guy over here. Obviously, like if I see someone getting too crazy to try to stop the left side, obviously I can just audible to the power, and I have big gaps over there. So it kind of makes you play straight up, because if I see you shifting one way or another, I can just audible to whichever run is going to attack the weak side of the defense. So you kind of just have to keep your defense straight up. So one of the best things about this run scheme is it really does a good job against both 4-down line sets and 3-down line sets. So I've shown you like how it works in Dollar and the 3-3 Cub. Those are 3-down line sets. A lot of times you'll find runs that work good against those types of sets, but as soon as someone goes to like nickel over or big nickel over G, the run doesn't work as good anymore. And that's simply because these 4-down line sets, when you pinch your defense, a lot of times people can just stand over the center and shoot in the backfield on most runs. Well, again, you can't really do that on the fullback inside because, again, we have the lead blocker, so we're able to get these easy runs. Again, you're not really going to be able to shoot in the backfield if you're a user against this formation because of the lead blocker. So even if there is a hole, all I have to do is stay behind my lead blocker, and he's going to pick you up just like that. Also, you guys can see here that these nickel formations are unbalanced. You have the nickel corner on the left. There's no nickel corner on the right. So if I see you doing something like this, again, I could easily just flip the formation. Now, I could attack you left or right, or I could just audible to the other play. Like I could run fullback inside right here after I flip my formation. It's going the other way. I can run power O. I can do a lot. And again, the power O has the pulling guard as well as the other guy lead blocking for you. So again, these runs are extremely safe but explosive at the same time. This can be found in a few different playbooks. I like the 49ers playbook. It has some unique stuff. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button. Again, 250 likes, and I'll post the full pass scheme from this formation for you guys on my YouTube channel. Till next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.